to 1. 400 trillion to 1. When you understand that math, how can't you live your life? That's how rare it is to be a human being. And what are you waiting for? Like, you've been given this ridiculous triple miracle. Like, you're literally more likely to win the lotto 10 times in your life than actually have a life. So I ask you, my friends, with this one life, you're going to sit on your couch and dwell. You're going to be upset about some shortcoming. You're going to be upset about that thing that happened last week that fucked you up. I'm asking you, I'm promising you, please take this swing. Make this at bat. I am so tired of people stopping because their uncle critiqued them, or their mom made fun of them along the way, or their girlfriend doesn't think that they can do it. You've got one at bat, 400 trillion to 1. Please do something about it. We're living through the greatest era to be alive ever. Yes, there's stuff. I got news for you. There's always stuff. But when you take control of your at bat, when you put it all on yourself, when it's your fault and your wins, when you own it, that's when it starts happening. So please squeeze the shit out of your one life.
Woo! A little bit of Gary Vee to go ahead and kick off the day. That was an extremely viral topic. I don't know if you guys have ever had the chance to go ahead and see that video, but it is called exactly just like mine, 400 trillion to 1. And it really just puts a lot of perspective and gratitude waking up. So blessing to be here. Lovely. So good to see you, dreamers. Good morning. Good morning. Rise and shine. Another blessed and grateful day. This week is absolutely flying by. It is Wednesday. A lot of miracles are happening in the works. It's exciting to see it. And today we got a good one. 400 trillion to 1, putting life into perspective, gaining a little bit of gratitude, gaining some really present time experiences that we can all go back and relate to go ahead and bring it right back to now, to remember and realize how powerful and strong we actually are. So with no further ado, let's go ahead and get into today. Let's start off with a little bit of gratitude. As always, I'm going to get IG tapped in, and let's go ahead and get into today. Today's a good one. Today is really one to go ahead and put into the books, and I've got a cool training to go with it as well. So here we go. IG is here. Good morning. Good morning. So grateful to see you guys. I've seen a lot of you. You're doing amazing. So many amazing projects, breakthroughs, break-frees, transformations, elevation. It's amazing to see it. So grateful to be alive. Grateful for God. Grateful for the fam. Grateful for each and every single one of you. And I'm so glad to be in this time, to be in a space of a like-minded community of growth, of being around individuals who aspire to go and become the best version of ourselves. It's a good thing to see. Ready Rock in the building, my brother. Yo, we definitely got to catch up today. I'm telling you, we got some big moves to go ahead and get into. So let's dive in, fam. You already know we got our Kangen for today. The workout's already been knocked out. The journaling, the reading. Here we go. So today, check it out. 400 trillion. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but this is the odds of being born, right? They say the odds of being struck by lightning, God forbid, the odds of getting hit by a car. This doesn't even come close. The odds of even becoming a professional athlete. It doesn't even come close to the odds in comparison of the chances of you and I actually speaking to each other, of our parents doing what they did at that exact time, that exact moment, with that exact person to actually create us. That timing, I don't know if you all realize how special that really is. But when you realize that, it puts a lot of things into perspective, because you start to see this isn't by accident. I don't believe you and I, none of us are here for coincidence. I believe everybody on this call, we have a purpose, we have skills, we have talents, we have ideas that are screaming, that are waiting to go ahead and get out and let it be seen by the world. Some of you, you're phenomenal at painting. Maybe your gift might be singing. Maybe it's networking. Maybe you're an athlete. Maybe you love to draw. Whatever it is, everybody's different. But we all have these unique abilities, and collectively, it creates something special. And this is one of the beautiful parts about getting out with the team, getting around like-minded communities, because even though every snowflake is different, together, this is how magic is created. Shane and Talina, what's going on? It's good to see you. Talking about 400 trillion, the odds of being here, how special we all really are. So we actually had an exercise this morning, and I'd like if you guys went through it a little bit with yourselves with me. And here was the question for this morning. He said, in order to experience a different life for any of us, right? Our mentor was talking about this morning. Would you not agree that it would take thinking thoughts that we haven't thought, to feel emotions that we haven't felt, to take actions that we might not have taken before, to experience things that we have not had yet? He talks about this is the 4-step process. Changing the way we think, to get different feelings and emotions, to go out and do different actions that's going to, in return, bring different results. And this is huge. Because I was talking about it with Rudge this morning. He was like, D, I don't know what it is, but now at work, I'm excited to go network. I'm excited to actually go meet new people. I'm excited to get out of my comfort zone. He said, why is that? I said, now because you're thinking different thoughts than you were thinking before. Now you're starting to see the opportunity. You're starting to see that everything in front of us provides, most of the time, something to be able to learn or something to be able to grow. So every day at work, he was meeting all of these different people. He didn't know how to capitalize on it. He didn't know how to go ahead and maximize each different relationship. And now he sees it. So now that he's thinking different thoughts that he hadn't thought, he's feeling different feelings that he hadn't felt for. He's like, yo, D, I don't know what all this love is for. He's like, I'm going up to these tables. I'm giving them compliments. I'm giving them my energy. And it's coming right back at me. And it feels different. I said, yeah, because now you're in step 2. When you start thinking different, guess what? Now you're going to start feeling different emotions. Something that we hear a lot of the time too. Our mentor says, are we ready for the love? When we start smiling, when we start vibrating high, when we start actually walking like our real authentic self, here's what happens. You're going to stick out. It's literally going to be like a needle in a haystack, right? With so many that are just conversing about negativity, that are sitting with just this cloud over their head all the time. It's different when somebody walks in the room with a ray of sunshine, right? Drop some 3s down below if you know you're that one. When you walk in the room, you are the ray of sunshine. It's real. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but this is really how it works. When you walk in the room, I'm talking about walking in the physical room. I'm talking about even in your story, your videos, right? Just the presence that we have in general. This is a light. This is something that's very rare. You don't see this too often, but it's so crucial not to only be aware of it, number 1, but number 2, to be able to go ahead and maximize it and leverage it. I was talking about it this morning. I was like, yo, in a world with so much fear, it's so easy to stick out. It's so easy. So many are just talking about the negativity, the news, what's going on. There's not too many, fam. How many do we really see that are journaling, that are reading, that are listening to audios every day, that are sharpening their sword? That's the 5% to a T. So I know as we start to do this and as we start to build this community and build this network, this empire, like attracts like. And those that are looking for growth, that are looking for elevation in all different areas of their life, that are looking for multiple streams of income, this is literally how it happens. If you think about it, just in general, the law of attraction, right? I talk about this a lot, but just reiterating is huge. If I put out a blank Facebook page and I blasted out things about pets, right? I'm going to attract people that love pets, right? Shout out to Deanne. Deanne loves her cats over there. She attracts people that like cats, right? If we put out something about sports, a page about sports, we're going to attract people that like sports. Same thing goes with positivity, value, elevation, growth, a like-minded community. Now we're going to attract those that say, hey, you know what? I want some of that. I want some more income in my life. I want some more positivity. I'd like a winning team. Drop a 5 down below if you guys believe there's many out there that are looking for a winning team. If you were looking for a winning team yourself, because I was. When I got out of college, I'm so used to playing sports, so used to being an athlete, and I got out and I was like, man, I wonder why I feel stuck. I feel like I've almost hit a plateau. And when I got with my mentor, one of the first things I learned is that's one of the initial things he taught me. He said, D, you can go fast by yourself, but we go far with a family, with a team, with a network of like-minded individuals. And that's what really got me to see that we can't do this alone. Anybody that says they're self-made, it's not true. Anybody that seems esoteric in the 1%, they didn't get there by themselves. Somebody is great. He's one of the best boxers to ever live, Mike Tyson. If you go actually do your research, you'll see his mentor was pretty much 80 years old. He was like his Bob Proctor, and he taught him pretty much everything that he knew. So it just goes to show that you can go back and you can trace success, whether we're talking about Tony Robbins, Bob Proctor, individuals like Oprah Winfrey, some of the best in the world, Tiger Woods, the Messis. They all had mentors. They all had individuals that they learned from. So all of this plays a role in remembering that this is something that I think about a lot. I truly believe this for every one of us on this call. Okay. Number one, I believe that we're all ants. Talk about 400 trillion to one, kind of like 8 billion to one. We're all ants in an entire huge world, right? But at the same time, I believe each one of us, you and I, just like Helen Keller, just like Mahatma Gandhi, just like MLK, right? All these phenomenal individuals, one individual can light a spark, can light countless candles all around the world. Like Jesus, look at that. Look at the impact that one individual can go out and bring to others, let alone with a team. Because if you notice, they all had a team. MLK wasn't by himself. Mark Zuckerberg wasn't by himself. Jesus had disciples, right? So success leaves clues. Every one of us has greatness, and collectively, we can achieve magical things. So this was my topic for today. Something that we touched on this morning, just remembering how powerful we already are. And here was my training. I told you guys I had a piece of the homework for the training, right? And here was the homework. He said, I'd like for you guys all to go ahead and write down what are some things that you've done in your life that inspire you. Not somebody else, not somebody that we've seen on a screen, not somebody iconic that we've seen in movies. What are some things that we've done that have inspired us? And I'd like for you guys to go ahead and drop it down below. Let me know. What are some things that inspired you? Some memories that you can go back and sit in and you can hear what you heard, see what you saw, feel what you felt, and it was one of the most fulfilling moments inside of your life. You know, I talk about some of mine all the time. I played for Team USA. We went out to Dominican Republic, out of one of the most beautiful parts in DR, and played against literally, 10 plus different countries. One of the most memorable experiences of my life. And I can go back and I can sit and I can remember walking around this third world country. I can remember seeing, all the different kids that were crowded around the baseball field. And as soon as we finished the game, none of them had shoes on. And I remember half the team, we literally took off our cleats and we handed our shoes to some of the kids that didn't have shoes. One of my most greatest experiences that I've ever had in my life, 12 years old. Some things that inspire me, even going back to think about it. So the lesson is, our mentor says all the time, we've forgotten some of the greatness that not only that we've already done, but the greatness that's actually inside. The potential that's sitting, that's waiting just to get sparked just a little bit to go ahead and get unleashed. So that was my homework for Raj even this morning. We had an intense, beautiful call this morning talking about building his network, leveling up, and getting uncomfortable. And one of the pieces of homework was this. What are some things that we've done that's inspired us in the past couple of years, over our lifetime? And that's going to go ahead and light something to give us reassurance, give us confidence that we've done some pretty incredible things in our life. In fact, in the first week that I started really paying for my mentorship with my mentor, he said, write 500 things that you've done well, that you've accomplished inside of your life, because you've forgotten a lot of it. You've remembered a lot of the negativity. You've remembered a lot of things that went wrong, but you've forgotten a lot of the great things that you've already done. So it's difficult for you to look into the future because you're so fearful. You're living in lack. You're living in scarcity. You're living in fear. You're so right. So for all of us, I know this is a huge, huge training that all of us can benefit from. When I played, oh, I love it. Played in Nick Bollettiere. Yes, that's huge. Huge. I love it. So, fam, that's my training for today. Just to really go ahead and get back in that vibration. Remember how powerful we are, and remember the greatness that's inside. You guys have any pictures on your wall of some, like your graduation photo, some of your maybe some championships that you won, maybe some trophies that are in your garage? I got a whole box of some of my old trophies, some of my old cleats. My mentor's like, yo, go pick those up. Go pick that up and look at it for a second. Go look at your diplomas. Go look at some of the things that you've already done and go feel it. Go touch it, because you might have forgot about it. So if you guys have some things like that in your house, let me know. Shoot me a text after you did it. That picture, that trophy, that award. It's important to remember the wins, because there was a lot of trials and a lot of tribulations to go ahead and grow through to get to each of those different checkpoints. So we've grown a lot from back then, right? The person that we are today is a whole lot different than the person we were last year. That's the goal, right? To continuously keep elevating. Even if it's not financially yet, that's the last pillar that happens, right? All the other pillars happen first. The mind, the spirit, the body, right? The emotional side, giving value to society, learning. The financial pillar literally comes last. So, fam, with that being said, that's my training for today. Couple different things to go ahead and put into place, some tactical pieces to go ahead and work out for yourself, to go ahead and get some clarity and remember the greatness. So I love you, fam. Needed some new inspiration. Yes, anything you need, we're here for you every step of the way. Today, we've got a masterful call going down on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Tonight is going to be skill set night. So stay tuned. We've got a great skill set that is coming at you guys at 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. We're going to have a solution call. So anybody you know that's looking to go ahead and learn multiple streams, make money from home, get around a winning community, there's never been a better time to share what it is that we have, because I know without a doubt we are the light in the darkness. If you believe that, go ahead and drop some lights down below for yourself. Smash that like button and let's go out and have an abundant day. Nobody told you today, fam. I'm proud of you. I see the growth. I see the work that's being put in. It is quite evident that the shifts are happening. The only thing that's left is for time to go ahead and catch up. I applaud you guys. Have an amazing day. We'll see you soon. And let's go out and turn these dreams into reality. We can be, do, and have anything we can hold in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. I'll see you in a few. Dream team. Let's get to work. It's game time. Let's grow.